Welcome to the Determined Mom Show, the only marketing podcast dedicated to guiding mom CEOs into tranquility, wealth, and multiplying those precious moments.
Welcome to episode 195 of the Determined Mom Show. I am your host, Amanda Tento, and today we're going to talk about 6 steps to a proven marketing system that easily gets you customers. Why do you need a marketing system? This is a great question and one that I've actually struggled with over the years until I finally realized that once everything is in place, it actually works for you. So you really don't have to do a lot of marketing once you have a complete system in place and you are able to gather those customers without even really lifting a finger, without a lot of posting on social media. So most businesses, when they start piecing together a marketing plan with things that they hear online, things that they watch, YouTube videos, things just people tell them, this is a great idea. You should do it. And if you do all of those things, you're not going to have a cohesive system that leads someone from one step to another and that all feeds into your marketing funnel. Your goal is to get leads. Your goal is to have new clients every single month, every single day. And if you are piecing it together, you're not creating a system that has a foolproof way of keeping those clients from A, leaving and going somewhere else because they're confused, and B, just giving them exactly what they're looking for right away. This is why a proven marketing system is extremely important. Let's talk about what else isn't working while we're on the topic. So posting tirelessly on social media. I don't know about you, but I really dislike posting on social media. It's not a natural thing for me. It's not fun. I prefer to share like funny things and just off-topic things that are not necessarily related to business. So that is what I prefer to use social media for. And if you're like me and you don't really love posting on social media for business, this isn't part of the proven marketing system. Tracking followers as a business metric is also not part of the proven marketing system. Followers are kind of a vanity metric that those people, they may follow you, but there's a huge chance that they're never going to see any of your stuff based on the algorithms of social media and all of these platforms that are always changing everything. If you haven't noticed recently, groups and pages are finally back on the top of people's feeds, which is interesting because they have not been there for several years. And we've gotten used to, okay, no one's going to see this post on social media, so let's just not do it, or we have to tag a bunch of people, or there's a lot of different things that happen. All of this stuff is subject to change with social media. Our goal at TDM Marketing was to develop something that is going to be tried and true. Once you set it, you can almost forget it. I'm not going to say you can forget it because you're still going to need to make tweaks and changes and things, depending on what you're doing and what audience you want to attract. But it's not subject to anyone's algorithm except for, I would say, Google. But Google is generally trying to make things work in your favor instead of against you. Another thing that's not working is paying for ineffective marketing. Facebook ads are almost a bad idea for most people. There are some e-commerce brands that I think would do really well on Facebook, but the targeting has gone away that really allows you to reach that exact person you're looking for. And also buying glossy ads in coupon magazines, they're so expensive. You're giving away the farm in order to get those customers to come in. You really want to have a system where you don't have to give anything away. You can keep those customers, they become loyal, and you don't have to spend a lot of time reaching them. Another drawback to posting on social media is the engagement factor. You have to spend time in order for it to be effective, engaging with them. That means replying to comments. And also, if you're paying someone else to manage your social media with no actual sales coming in, you're still losing money on that process there, that management process of social media. So we always want to have return on our investment. So if we're paying for someone to manage our social media, we want to make sure that there's actually people coming to the website from social media, coming to your systems from social media. So then that way they will be able to interact with your brand and purchase or hire you or whatever it is that you do. So my goal today for this podcast episode is to share with you this system itself. What are the components of a proven marketing system? We're just going to touch on those components today, but each episode following this is going to really highlight why it's important, what it will do for you, and how to set it up. We will go ahead and dive right into the system. The first step, and ironically, also the last step in a proven marketing system, is going to be your website. You need to have a clear, concise website that has all of your services, how people can work with or hire you, and this website should leave no stone unturned. So really, this should be the one-stop shop for everyone that finds your brand or comes across you, is referred to you, however they find you, search engine marketing, just a Google search, however they find you. This is where you want them to find you, find everything they absolutely need to know about you. There should be no questions once they look at your website of whether or not they want to work with you. All of the other marketing that we're going to talk about also leads directly back to your website. So this is really important. This is, I guess you could say, the cornerstone of the proven marketing system. The second and also very, very important thing is going to be search engine optimization. In order for your website to be found on Google search engine, you need it to be optimized. Now, I am totally guilty of being the shoemaker who was not giving my kids shoes, right? So even as of January of this year of 2022, I had not really optimized my website for SEO because I was just being lazy about it. I was like, oh, I'll just do everyone else's website and leave my own and it'll be fine. Well, I realized that that's really not a great idea. So I started working on mine in like February, March, and I am now ranking for 150 keywords as opposed to 0 back in January. So it can happen, and it can happen really quickly. And that jump actually took place in March. So I went from like 0 keywords to like 150 keywords almost within a couple weeks. And that is the power of SEO. So the key then is to find the keywords that you really want to rank for, that you're closer to the top for, and really focus on putting great content out that are for those keywords. So that is a whole nother episode, and we'll talk about that again, but it's really important for you to know that your website is not just a pretty piece of candy sitting on the internet waiting for people to find it, but that you can actually get it found. Like, you need to be searchable. You need to be able to be found by the people that are looking to hire you for your services, buy your products, whatever it is. You need to be able to be found. So very important. The third part of this system, and this is my favorite, of course, is Google Business Profile. This is a free tool. And if you have not listened to any of my other episodes, please go back and listen to any of the million episodes that I have about Google Business Profile, formerly known as Google My Business, because this is the number one ranking factor on Google's search algorithm. Literally number one, and it's free. It is a free tool that allows you to put all of the information about your business, all of the information about the services that you offer, your hours, your phone number, your website, everything into Google's algorithm. There's nowhere else that you can directly plug in information into Google's algorithm. Extremely important, and it accounts for about 33% of your Google ranking. It's a huge chunk, and you must be doing it. This is the third part of the proven marketing system. So in conjunction with Google Business Profile, the second ranking factor and our fourth part of the proven marketing system is actually positive Google reviews. Having more positive Google reviews not only instills a customer's confidence in your business, but also Google's confidence in your business. If a Google sees that you have a ton of positive reviews, they're going to move you closer to the top of the search engine when someone searches for a business that offers your services. So it's extremely important that you are collecting reviews from every client, every customer, and that you are replying to them. There's just so much that goes into it. We will also talk about this on another episode, but it is an extremely important part of this system. The fifth part is actually going to be Google Ads. Now, we're not recommending Google Ads on a permanent, ongoing basis, okay? Let's say you just built your website or you have an existing website, which you have not optimized at all for SEO. Because that SEO process, and I guess you would say indexing and ranking and all of those things takes a little bit of time. We recommend that you start out with some Google Ads. And again, not a long-term solution, but they can be very helpful before you get your organic website visits to reach your target. Another thing that's great about Google Ads is you can target specific keywords. You can target those people that you want to be reaching your website. And then as that traffic is coming, you can actually monitor what search terms they're actually using to find you, because that's what Google is going to be using to get them to your website. So you can actually monitor that and then try to target those keywords organically in your SEO process. So Google Ads is a very important step, not to be missed. You don't have to have a huge budget, but you do have to have some budget in order to get that initial traction. So it's a really important part of that marketing system. The last part, which is almost like not the last part, but it is the last part, because the proven marketing system is a circle that constantly feeds into itself. Each of these steps depend on each other. This is the last step and also kind of the first step again with your website. So the website and your email marketing system make that connection and they create that perfect circle of marketing steps. If you don't have an email marketing system in place, I strongly suggest Aweber. It is free. You can have a free account with access to almost all of the paid tools, which is unheard of in email marketing. Usually you get like one list or something, like it's very limited. It is a great system. So if you have not investigated an email marketing system, I would suggest Aweber. If you are looking for a super easy to use, super friendly, that kind of thing, not really caring about the deliverability angle, I would go with MailerLite. And I would just stay away from MailChimp altogether because it's expensive and it's very hard to use and it's just not great. So I will say that. So let's move on into the email marketing component. And this is the final component and also kind of the beginning component of the proven marketing system. And what email marketing allows you to do is it allows you to communicate and update your customers regularly. You can send them to your website to buy, and it drives overall conversions long term. When you post to social media, you are at the mercy of the algorithms. When you send an email, you are at the mercy of the subject line, basically. Like, is this going to be compelling enough for someone to open it? Well, you have control of that, which is amazing. You have control of everything about your email and email marketing, okay? You have no control about anything about social media or social media marketing. They can completely remove a tool for you. They can remove something that you've been relying heavily on to get customers in the blink of an eye, overnight. They can delete your account overnight. I've seen that happen so many times where people build up this, account or business profile, and then they lose access to it just because they said so, like there's just no rhyme or reason. You get blocked, you get Instagram banned permanently. What are you going to do? You have no access to even know who was on your list at that point, like who was following you. You have no idea. No idea. So this is why your email marketing system is extremely important. It allows you to communicate directly with those customers instead of relying on social media. So as you can see, with that final component of this proven marketing system, social media is not a part of it. And I know I've had guests on here that are social media experts. If you want to add in a social media component, like for example, my recommendation at this point would be video, like TikTok, YouTube, Shorts, that kind of thing. You can add those in as a complement, but your business should not rely on social media. I hope that you enjoyed this episode. If you would like, there is a PDF guide all about the proven marketing system that you can download, and it is called 6 Marketing Musts Guaranteed to Get You More Customers. Go ahead and download that, and we will talk to you soon. The next solo episode that I'm going to be doing, which will be 197, is going to be all about your website and all about what you need to have on your website in order to kind of fulfill that proven marketing system requirement. So thank you for listening, and I'll see you soon. Thank you for listening to the Determined Mom Show. We appreciate you, and we would love for you to leave us a review on Apple Podcasts. This will help us reach as many other moms as we can. Don't forget to download your 10 things you should be doing to get more clients from Google Search Guide at rebrand.ly/Google10.